Bennett, Brian Burt, Trevor Martin, Thomas Coventry and Simon Pond lining up behind them. Away goes the far side at Stuart Oliver, Matt Summerfield, Steve Thomas, Ryan Smith, David Jenkins, Simon Reed, Shane Brereton and Ray Coleman. And the interesting thing here will be to see whether Stephen Powell can take an overall victory. Can he stay ahead of the Division 1? He has no less than 15 runs. Garrett alongside him will be desperately trying to ensure that he doesn't get another class victory, and it's possible that the ferocity of that scrap will prevent them getting away enough from the Division 1s. Luke Garrett, who's won 8 times, has won his class 8 times this season, as the Division 2s head towards Honda. The pace truck comes into the pit lane and we are about to go racing for 15 minutes plus 1 lap. First truck race of the weekend as they approach the red lights. Powell and Garrett side by side. The red lights go off. We are racing here at Pembrey. On the inside it's Steve Powell heading down towards Hatchets for the first time. Stop time. It's always the question. Powell does it. Right straight on. And Garrett goes through and spins. Goes through Garrett, spins. And Volvo White. What a splendid sight they make at the head of this field. Spins. Ahead of Burt. Spins and Burt. And like firm solicitors, they are in the lead of this one. Adam Vince and Brian Burt in their Volvo Whites lead the field away. Here, just round Honda now, come the Division 1. And it is still got Garrett stuck down at Hatchets. And it just comes through. Now, Oliver in the lead from that Summerfield. Summerfield's trying to get through on the inside. Doesn't quite make it. Steve Thomas is on the outside with Ryan Smith charging as well. But it's Adam Vince in the lead as they head into the yellow flag zone. And Steve Powell now catching up after that start. Just opening lap there. Truck on the outside of Hatchets. Meanwhile, the Division 1s approach Honda. Oliver from Summerfield and Thomas. Great to see the Volvo White at the head of the field. That's not the sight we often see. At the head of the field. So Adam Vince in number 5. He has won his class 3 times so far this season. Has a rare opportunity. Oh, and Garrett has got going and the red lights have come on. So the red lights have been closed. Just as Garrett gets going. Lights have come on, the race has been stopped. Ironically, just at the moment when Luke Garrett got his truck underway. Ray Coleman there sees the red lights and slows down, having just overtaken some of the field before he saw them. So that's one of those moments where you allow as much time as you can for the situation to resolve itself, and then eventually you have to make a decision, and sometimes it's, so trucks will come round and reform on the grid, and that was all as a result of a very messy first corner by the front row men of Division 2, Steve Powell and Luke Garrett. Steve Powell went straight on at the hairpin. Luke Garrett spun and was seemingly stuck there. Certainly he was a lap down on the rest of the field. The couple of marshals just shoving them back onto the circuit. So lining up the grid. Obviously we do have a little amount of time this afternoon. We've got 5 races. They are scheduled to conclude at just about 5 o'clock, so we're okay in terms of if we need a little bit of extra time. Tomorrow's timetable similarly we're supposed to finish just gone 5 o'clock, so again we've got a little bit of buffer built in for any incidents like this, because with trucks you need to allow a bit of extra time for when things go wrong. They're not as easily sorted as let's say single seaters, which can be just shoved out of the way by a few burly marshals. And as they stand there resplendent on the banks around the circuit, it's a good point to mention the marshals, ladies and gentlemen. They are volunteers, and without them we couldn't go motor racing. So a very thank you to the marshals. If you would like to become a marshal, then you should go on to either the MAH00042 website or the BMMC website, the British Motorsport Marshals Club, and you will find details of how to be a marshal. What normally happens is that you come along for a taste a day at a meeting, and you get to see how various things work behind the scenes, and then normally come race afternoon you have a chance to go out on the bank and appreciate life in the fresh air from the marshal's post. And at the end of that day you've got a pretty good idea about whether you fancy becoming a marshal yourself, and if you do, then the next step really is to get yourself some overalls, a strong sturdy pair of boots, and some waterproofs, and then away you go.